Hey guys, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar, and I've got a pick a card reading for you. Now, first of all, I want to just pause this for a second, and I want to say something. So tomorrow, or by the time this is posted, there should be a community tab post, and in that community tab post, I'm going to be listing an Etsy reading. It's going to be a special one, and all of the proceeds, that I get, any kind of income I get from those readings, is going to go straight to charity. 100% of it, after fees and everything. I figured that maybe we can research if you guys have specific organizations that you really believe in, that can help, for instance, the African American population, the Black community, you know what I mean? I would love to hear them if you know of legit good the organizations. So if you know any that you could suggest, I would love to hear about them in a DM on Instagram, Arcane and Stellar, or you could leave a comment here too. And then I figured once I get the readings, once I get all the, everything deposited and stuff, I could go ahead and make a community poll, and then we could decide where to donate. Okay, so it'd be like our group effort. So, because it feels like we have to do something. All I can really do is do readings. So, there's not much else I feel like I'm very much capable of doing. So, at least that. And yeah, so I thought that's something we could do together in an effort to kind of, put in some kind of, what we can. Give back what we can, I guess, to the, community in some way. So, with that being said, we have 4 piles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this question, if you didn't see the title already, is going to be what weighs on your heart versus your person's heart, okay, in regards to the connection. So, what has been weighing on your heart? And the reason why we do the you versus them type of reading is because some people really like hearing the confirmation of their own feelings so that they feel the other side is relatable as well. Because sometimes if I just say, oh, they're just feeling this way about you, you have no way exactly sometimes to know whether that's true or not. But when you can resonate with one side, you could see that the energy is matching up, perhaps. So that's just my, that's why I do that. Anyways, I'm going to stop talking with my hands over here. And yeah, we'll get into the reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading, in the future or something, or if you don't get a chance to get in on the, the donation reading, you can always go to my Etsy. I have plenty of readings there. And of course, I have my Amazon wish list. Anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you, because it's just good vibes. And I love to repay the kindness. It's very sweet. So, with that being said, guys, let's get into your reading. And I'm sending you all positive vibes, good health, happy families, and lots of, good stuff. Okay? So, see you there. Hey guys, that chose pile number 1 with the turquoise. Welcome to your reading. So I just want to say something in case you guys didn't listen to the intro. By the time this is posted, there should be a community tab post, and I'm going to have a special $10 reading up on my Etsy, and all 100% of the proceeds that come to me are going to be going to an organization of our choice. So I'm going to research some good organizations to kind of help out in the way that I can. And yeah, so check it out. I'm not gonna be able to put too many of them, but I would like to do as many as I can energetically. So, with that being said, check it out if you're interested, okay? Anyways, let's get started with your reading. So, what weighs on your heart versus your person's heart? Let's find out. So, on your side we have destiny. And on their side we have rejection. On yours, the Chariot, the 8 of Pentacles, the Moon, and on their side we have the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Hierophant. For your song, which I took a song this time, I have Let It Go by Foliage. So definitely check out that song, perhaps as something that could, I know the lyrics are something like, I wonder if you wanted me like I wanted you. So that's the lyrics that kind of stick out to me right now. So again, there could have been some kind of rejection, right? And you're left wondering whether you should move on or not, whether this was meant meant to be or not, okay? Because we have destiny. So first of all, I'm looking at this destiny card, and this weighs on your heart. You feel like this person's part of your path. You know, you can see in this image a little girl, you know, kind of going towards the sun. It's like your happy ending. It's like this, you feel in your heart that this person's your happy ending, and that weighs on it because, you know, I have a good feeling based off of their cards that you guys aren't in the best place at this moment together. Perhaps your destinies aren't matching up, even though you feel in your gut or your heart that that's what's meant to be. We have the Chariot, so on your end is what's weighing on your heart. It's hard for you to move on, okay, from this connection. I feel like you're not really wanting to let go. For some of you, you might be looking back at the majesty of it in some way. Look at, he's looking down at the pyramids, which really talks about something, I don't know, I think of the pyramids as something very, you know, spiritual, sacred, ancient, something divine sort of in some interesting way, you know what I mean? And it could be that somehow you feel this with this person, and yet you know you have to kind of move away from it, or you feel like you have to move, or you're being carried in a different direction, even though you're kind of holding on for dear life in some way. And for many of you with the Eight of Pentacles, I really get the sense that you guys have put a lot of effort into this connection, that you've been so patient, so, you know what I mean, you've held on for a long time. And maybe you've seen some results. For some of you, this could have turned, you know, been a relationship in which, you know, it's blossomed in some way. But maybe it's clearly, I'm getting the sense that it hasn't blossomed the way that you hoped it would, okay? And then we have the Moon, which talks about this sense of, you know, perhaps you are seeing this person in your dreams. You can't stop thinking about them. You have this intuitive feeling, this gut connection, this draw that you can't explain. And it weighs on you because part of it is fearful, perhaps, because you're like, why am I feeling this way? What is this? What is the meaning of this? And yeah, there's definitely this sense of confusion, of perhaps fear and intuition. And it's so annoying, I guess, when you have that feeling in your gut, when you know something's should be a certain way, but it's not going that way. It can make you feel very powerless in some way. And maybe in some way you feel powerless in this connection as well. And see, I feel like that's kind of what weighs on your heart the most. So for some of you, it's like about this like lost, you know, chance perhaps, knowing you have to move on even though you've put so much of your effort into it. Perhaps you've helped this person a lot, or you've been there for them a lot. Maybe you've emotionally supported them. Or you know that you could. For some of you, you might even have this sense that you know you could help this person, but they don't like kind of let you in, okay? That could be another thing. And then on your person's side, so that's one energy. Of course, this could maybe be flipped, okay? So let's not, you know, sometimes it happens that way, that the energies are flipped. But on this side, we have rejection. So what weighs on their heart? Rejection. I am getting the sense, though, that this person rejected you and not the other way around. For some of you, maybe it's your rejection. Maybe you rejected them in some way and it weighs heavy on their heart. But for many of you, I feel like it's the fact that they rejected you. And the reason why I feel that is because we have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Hierophant. And first of all, with the Six of Wands, there could have been a level of pride that hurt them, trying to win at all costs sometimes. Well, that's not the Five of Swords, but because that can be the winning at all costs kind of card. But again, there could have been a pride or not wanting to, you know, kind of show their true feelings, trying to save face, trying to be a leader in some way. Perhaps with the Hierophant, this person is a leader of some kind or has certain moral values. Okay, this person, for some of you, could be married, or they could be a religious leader of some kind, or a boss, or in a position of power, or, you know, as well, there could just be some moral differences that maybe they've had to follow, like family traditions, social traditions, okay? It weighs on their heart, though. It's not something that they've done easily. I feel like it even hurts them because for many of you, this person, for a lot of you, this person ghosted you. For a good portion of you, probably, because we have the Seven of Swords. So, they don't feel good about ghosting you, okay? So those of you that have been ghosted by this person, that weighs on their heart, okay? It's not, like I said, it's not something that they did lightly, because it is like kind of, you know, they feel guilty for it. They feel bad for it. If they've deceived you in some way, broken a marriage vow, for instance, for some of you, okay? and showed rejection in some way, right? Rejection can be shown in different ways. We don't have to say, I don't like you, get out, you know what I mean? It could be ghosting someone. It could be, you know what I mean, not giving people attention, rejection, you know. They know in their heart that you felt rejected by them, I feel, for many of you. And it doesn't sit pretty with them, okay? They don't feel good about it. And I do feel like for many of you, this person is trying to uphold some kind of value system of some kind. And this could be even their own, you know, issues about what they think a relationship should be or how it should be, right? With the Hierophant, like I said, it's kind of about values. And like that, like I said, it can go in so many directions depending on, you know, your situation individually. And this is a group reading, but yeah, deception is something that weighs on their heart in any way, shape, or form, that they've sort of deceived you or led you astray or ghosted you, for instance, as I mentioned, because of perhaps pride or trying to be victorious in some way, trying to save face. It weighs on them, okay? So with that Let It Go song, I do really get the sense. And for some people, the songs don't resonate. I feel like this one really does resonate with the pile. Because I do feel like that line here keeps coming to me. I wonder if you wanted me like I wanted you. And I feel like that's how many of you feel. And that's why you keep looking back, right? Or looking out. Because you're like, I feel it in my gut. I know it, but it's not, you know, happening, right? For some reason. Some of you could be waiting for the right timing. And it's like, will the right timing come? Are we ever going to have a happy ending? You know what I mean? So, let's get some charms. Okay. So, we've got, ooh, yeah, okay. There we go. Happy. Let me just turn these over. Okay, so, again, I'm seeing, what are we seeing? Jack and Sally. Now, Sally is somebody who really was supportive of Jack, and this is kind of what I'm getting for you. For some of you, you really, like with that Eight of Pentacles, put a lot of work into this person, or a lot of effort, or patience, right? And a lot, perhaps, of your thoughts. We have a cat, so maybe a cat could be relevant to your connection. We have the fleur-de-lis, loyalty. Maybe you've been very loyal to this person. We also have the fish. The fish always reminds me of abundance. And, you know, I feel like for many of you, it's like you feel in your gut that you know this could be abundant, that this could be a good thing, but it hasn't worked out that way. And it's kind of, you know, bothered you. We also have you versus you. And that could talk about, you know, that you guys are very much each in your own heads about this connection. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Pisces, and Leo. So these are signs that could be prevalent. With the Pisces, I'm definitely sensing, in the Scorpio, the 12th and the 8th house, I definitely am sensing a very magnetic connection, a very spiritual connection. For some of you, you might have strong Pluto or Neptune contacts with this person, okay? With Taurus, second house, it talks about values. So again, values could come into play here. There could be a physical distance here with the Pisces. You could be removed from each other in some way in the physical sense. Especially with Aries too here, first house. But again, with Aries, I feel like that there's been, you know, there's a strong connection here. It's like a Mars type of energy. So a lot of attraction perhaps. For some of you, maybe this person's, one of your person's main signs, like a personal planets, matches your Mars if you're a female, or a Venus if you're a male. Or you, whichever you know you identify with. You know what I mean? But, because some people might, you know, be more attracted to their Venus. It doesn't have to be like that. But, just saying. Anyways, and then we have Leo. So, maybe this is something that never got off the ground in terms of past, like, you know, just dating. Okay? For some of you, this person is a lot of fun, though, because we have happy. And Leo is, you know, the 5th house in Leo, very happy, happy sign, actually. You know, it's about hobbies, games, friends, you know, having a good time, per se. You know what I mean? Having a good time. Romance, kids. For some of you, you've known this person since you were a child. That's not going to be for all of you. For some of you, there might be a birthday involved here. Like maybe a birthday party or something is a memory for you. I'm just seeing that cake there. And then we have Made with Love. You Are My Sunshine. We also have the moon again. So again, talking about an intuitive connection. We have Always. So again, it's like this person's always in your heart. You're always in their heart is what I'm really getting here. And then we have the 1% battery. So for some of you, this connection could be like pretty much almost on the brink of extinction in some way. It could also indicate the fact that maybe you guys, you know, spent a lot of time talking till your batteries died, you know, on your phone type of thing. Staying up chatting and stuff and talking to each other. But yeah, that's what I'm sensing here with the charms. And let's get some letters. Whoopsie. I'm throwing things. Okay, let's get some letters. I didn't mix these up. Oh, there we go. We got an A. Oh, really? Okay, there we go. So, there's our A. Okay, so we've got, ooh, okay, time. I'm seeing time right away. So again, maybe you spent a lot of time on each other, or you're waiting for divine timing to come into play. Maybe this has been, like, you've been feeling this way for a long time, and it's hard to cut off the feelings. We have bad as well. We have nude. With nude, you know, it could be that, you know, what makes me think of that, what I thought of as being very raw with this person. Maybe you've exposed a lot to them in some way, really, like, you know, opened up and spilled a lot of your feelings, perhaps. Let's see what we have. We have bat. And we have, yeah, we have a date as well, right? Dated. So maybe you dated this person, okay? Again, there might be a specific date that's very important to you. Like I saw that birthday, you know, like I noticed the cake and that charm. So maybe there's like a specific date or something like that. We also have dime. So 10. Let's see. So I see a few names. We have, let's see. I just saw one I have. Oh, we have ban. Maybe you're banning each other from each other's lives. Let's see. We have tame. Again, this person could have tried to tame their feelings, is what I'm getting here. And then we have died. So maybe this connection in some way has died, or it feels like it is. Okay, so we have, gosh, we have Nate, is what I saw. Yeah, there we go. I saw that name. And then let's see. We have Amanda, maybe. Anyways, and then we have Ted. But I'm sure that there might be other names here. I'm not going to spend all kinds of time doing the letters because I know that you guys can look yourself and see what you want to look at. And I don't want to waste your guys' time. But anyways, I'm really hoping that this reading gave you some insight. Take care of yourselves, guys. And you know, if you'd like to have a personal reading, all that information is down in the description box below. So, you know, if you want to purchase a reading off of Etsy, that's fine, as well as my Amazon wish list. You know, anybody who gets something off my wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So that's just another option for those of you that are new to the channel. If you're new, I'd love it if you liked and subscribed, you know, stick around and see more readings in the future. And yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Okay? Bye-bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile number 2 with the Fushite, this is your reading. So let's see. So this is going to be, I'm going to first go over your feelings, and then your person's feelings. Also, before I start, I want to say one more thing, in case you guys missed the intro. By the time this video or this reading is posted, I'm going to have a community tab post with a link to an Etsy reading, and I'm doing a special on a 1-question reading, and I'll try to stock as many as possible. Probably, I don't know how many I'm going to do for sure, but it's going to be like a $10 reading, and all 100% of the proceeds are going to be going to charity, okay? And we'll decide on the charity, so keep in touch with the community tab if you want to vote for which charity it will go to, because I really want to contribute, and I figured that would be a good way that we could do it as a community, okay? Together with, I have so many of you guys that are, loyal, and I see you guys comment, and maybe we can all work together to try to at least make some kind of impact, okay? So, with that being said, I'll get into your reading. So, your energy, we have authenticity. So what weighs on your heart? The Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Star. On your person's heart, we have divine love. Okay, so what's weighing on your person's heart? Divine love. The Hermit, the Nine of Swords, and Justice. Your song that came out is Here With Me by Susie Sue and Robot Coke. Okay, so that's a really good song. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I've listened to it like 5 million billion times. It's one of those songs that I never get sick of. Okay, so starting on your side, I do have a feeling that for many of you, you haven't spoken up to this person perhaps about your feelings for them, okay? I'm getting that with authenticity, but I'm also getting it with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. As you can see, the Page of Wands is a little bit coy and shy. Like, she looks kind of shy, doesn't she? Maybe you guys, for some of you, it weighs on your heart because you haven't been able to be authentic with this person about how you're really feeling about them. Because we have that, like I said, that Queen of Wands, which is what the Page of Wands would love to be, right? And to have the courage to kind of stand up for what you want, to speak your mind, to be authentic. The Page of Wands is still learning how to be, learning who they are in general. So it doesn't mean that you're learning who you are, but it might be the case that maybe you haven't been able to be, really speak up. For many of you, this is somebody that you perhaps crush on from far away, or you have a longing for them from a distance. It doesn't mean that you guys literally live at a distance. That very well could be the case. For some of you too, perhaps there's also, maybe for some of you, an argument that was had. Perhaps maybe some words said out of anger that weigh on your heart that you wish you could heal, okay? But for many of you, I feel like it's going to be more of the other case. I really am sensing that for most of you, this is something that you haven't been able to really pursue in some way, perhaps, as well. And that could come from numerous reasons. But I sense this like longing, this wishing, this hoping, right, with the Star. For many of you, you most likely really feel that this is divinely guided, that this is, very special, that it was, maybe meant for your path in some way. Because I always think of the Star as, our, a guide for us in some way. And maybe you have that feeling that you were divinely guided to this person. Also, for some of you, this could indicate the connection as well. And for some of you, this person maybe wasn't ready to own up or commit like you were, okay? Perhaps this person's younger than you, or just of a more immature energy. Or vice versa. Of course, it could be vice versa, that you're in the more immature energy, but I feel like that's probably not the case. I really am sensing, because the Queen of Wands is the first card out. And for some of you, maybe this person's played coy with you, and that's what really weighs on your heart, that they've kind of, been a bit shy or withdrawn in some way. And that could make sense too, based off of what weighs on their heart as well. So take that as it resonates, okay? Because I just see a few, I'm getting the sense that probably many people will pick this pile. And usually when that happens, there's a few different things popping in here, just because so many different types of people watching. But Yeah, the Queen of Wands, you know, it is somebody more stable. And that's what I'm getting, is that there was more stability perhaps in feelings, more stable passion, and maybe more willingness to follow through, okay, than maybe the other person. Perhaps you were very authentic with them and they didn't match your authenticity as well in the way that you hoped. And perhaps you're just still trying to heal this relationship and it weighs on your heart still because you're still trying to, you know, find hope in the situation or find hope in life in some way. For some of you, maybe you have great hopes for this connection, for the future, and you're just kind of wishing and waiting. Yeah. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. And again, I am getting a sense for many of you there could be a distance here with that star. So I'm going to just say that, especially with the song too. Divine love on your person. So what is weighing on their heart? Divine love. This person feels divinely connected to you. I also get the sense that this person also, I have a sense that this person has a lack of love for themselves in some way too. Or for some of you, this person may be completely non-spiritual. They don't believe in anything. For many of you, this person could even be an atheist, or believe that if they do believe in God, they think that God's like let them down in some way. And maybe you don't even know this, but I get this sense because what weighs in their heart is divine love. You know what I mean? They're not feeling like they have it in some way. So for some, it could be that they feel they've been cursed in life, or there could be a pessimism to them, and anxiety. And for some reason, this person is feeling really anxious about the connection. We have the Nine of Swords. So this person is kind of feeling a little bit in hell right now in some way. And this could be because of themselves, right? Because we have the Hermit. So usually the Hermit talks about a chosen withdrawal, okay? This person chooses to see things differently, to live a different lifestyle. To kind of pull back and regain strength, or regain some kind of wisdom, or to you know what I mean, to ruminate or something. So it seems to me as if your person feels pretty bad if they've withdrawn. Okay, sorry, I almost said he, but it's because I was looking over there. Could be male or female, doesn't matter. But yeah, there's definitely a heaviness. And this person, it's like, for some of you, with the hands over the ears, I'm just getting the sense that this person, like, doesn't want to hear anything. But at the same time, they're not happy about it. So it's like kind of like shooting themselves in their own foot. I'm getting the sense of that. Because for many of you, I feel like, well, okay, we also have Justice. So there could have been something that they sensed as unjust, okay? If you know of them feeling as if something was unjust or unfair in your connection, that is definitely weighing on their heart. For others of you, I do get the sense that perhaps this person had to make a choice that was balanced, and that they kind of felt they had to do. Like they had to withdraw for the higher good. And this could come from many different reasons. This could be a work connection, or there could be a particular reason. I don't feel like this was a decision that was made lightly per se. And I don't think it comes from I don't sense like, an a-hole nature to this person per se. As it's more of like they did what they thought was best. And this could come from a lack of self-worth. You know what I mean? A lack of love for themselves, and not understanding that they could have better, okay? Or they could have something good. And perhaps with the star, you've tried to heal this person in some way, because you saw it, or you felt drawn to them in some way, that you really wanted to help them. Especially with the Queen of Wands, perhaps. Maybe you saw them as a lost person, or a person that really needed you. But maybe you did put some work in there, and you were very authentic about it, and then they kind of just pulled away. Maybe because they don't know what divine love is. Like, they don't know what love is. And maybe for some, it makes them uncomfortable. I get a sense that maybe for some of you, this person doesn't really get the sense that they deserve love. So, let's get some charms. So I'm going to just kind of do it over here. What we've got, oh, we've got Belle. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. We have grandmas are great. Okay, hold on, let me just turn these over and then we'll look at them. We got the grandma message coming in. Okay. So again, with this, she believed she could, so she did. So you might have had confidence in some way that you could really help this person, or that you could have it in some way. Or you do what you know, when you have that feeling, you go after something. You know what I mean? When you feel like you could help someone, you do. Yeah, we have you are always in my heart, and love and be loved. Oh, yeah. That's interesting considering the energy we saw here. Yeah, I wonder if this person has a hard time accepting love. We have the Cancer, so that's associated with the moon in the 4th house as well, so family roots. We also have the opposite, Capricorn, 10th house, so there's an opposition there of houses. So our private life versus our public life. One of you might be much more outgoing than the other person. One might be very much a recluse of some kind, or really focused on kind of hiding away. Perhaps hiding emotions, whereas maybe one, the other of you, I feel like it's you that would be more outgoing than this person in some way. That may not resonate for everybody. We also have Sagittarius, 9th house. This could indicate knowing somebody. Well, it could be through education, like higher education. It could be through travel. There could be a distance for some of you. There could be a spiritual connection. You may have wanted to help this person spiritually, like you felt spiritually drawn to. We have Libra, so the 7th house, partnerships. Interesting, and there's that justice. So perhaps the scales were a little bit imbalanced between the two of you, but it does indicate that this, for some of you, this could even have been a marriage, okay? Or something that you wished could have turned to that, okay? We have the peace sign. So, and the thing is that there could have been an argument for some of you, but I'm really sensing more about that's not the case probably. But there's something peaceful perhaps about this. Maybe you want to bring peace to this person's heart. We have Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas and Belle. And who are they but both people who are very supportive to the people they love, right? 100% supportive. And maybe you've been, very supportive to this person. Even if you didn't know what the outcome was, right? With this, you didn't care. You just wanted to help them. Even if you didn't understand why, you felt drawn to help them perhaps. Maybe there's an emotional pull. And for some of you, you might be questioning what the outcome is, and you're just hoping for the best here with the star as well. We do have this moon with the wings and the crown. It always makes me feel like an intuitive connection. And then we have grandmas are great. So this is my great-grandmother's pin. So that might be a message from a grandmother for some of you that have had a grandmother pass. She might be checking in to say hello. That she loves you, that she cares, that she watches you. Okay, so let's get some letters. We got, oh wow, I took a lot. So I have huge hands, that's the problem. Good for shuffling big decks, not so good for taking 500,000 letters. Okay. So we've got quite a few here. I'm going to let you guys look if you want. And I'm going to go through and find a few words, and then I'll stop. So we have bail. Maybe some of you have bailed this person out in some way, or you wanted to bail them out of a situation. Let's see. We have... Let's see here. We have... I'm getting confused now. We have a, oh gosh, where is it at? There we go. We have Pan. It made me think of Peter Pan. Peter Pan. I always want to say, yeah. Anyways, maybe this person's like young or immature in some way, or has a hard time growing up. Maybe that could be it. We also have Bali. Maybe some of you have been there, or that might be a sign for some of you. We have, let's see, cop. So somebody could be a cop. Someone could be a bail officer. Bail bondsman, or no, wait, not bail officer, bondsman. Okay, that doesn't have to be for everybody. It's probably very specific. We have, we've got full. Another indication of someone being young, perhaps, or young at heart, or immature in some way, even if they're not, you know, young. We have Dan. We also have, let's see, Mad. Oh, that song Mad About You came to me by Hooverphonics. We also have Cab. Okay. So I'm going to stop here, so I don't want to go through all the letters and bug you guys and find all the words. But if you see some words there that you know you recognize, or you see some initials or names, let me know. I love hearing about it in the comments below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, all that information is down below as well. Etsy, you can purchase a reading there, as well as you can always, if anybody gets something off my Amazon wish list, I always give a reading as a thank you to repay the kindness. So that's another option. Just be sure, if you choose that option, to leave me an email or an Instagram to get a hold of you. Also, I'm wishing you all the very, very best. Take care of yourselves. If you're new, welcome, and I'd love it if you liked and subscribed. Come back for some more readings in the future. But yeah, anyways, sending you all lots of love, and take care. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3 with the rose, this is Aura Rose Quartz. There we go. Aura Rose Quartz. It's got a beautiful sheen to it. I love it. So this is going to be a reading. Now, before I start the reading, I just want to make in case you guys missed the intro, I'm going to be doing a special reading, and by the time this video is posted, I should have it up, but I'm going to have a special on Etsy. It's going to be a $10 one question reading, and I'm only going to have a limited amount in stock because I only can do so many. But check my community tab for the link, and in the post, and all of the proceeds are going to be going to you know, an organization that we can all vote on, in order to kind of make an effort towards the community, the African American community right now, because you know what I mean, there's a lot going on, and I feel like that's what we could do together, and it, you know, my contribution is, you know, what I can do, and I figured, you know, it'd be a mutual effort for both of us, you know what I mean. So with that being said, if you're interested, check the community tab. But yeah, take care, guys, and let's get on with your reading. I just said take care. I don't know why I said that. Ugh. So, how we're going to be looking at this is what weighs on your heart versus what weighs on your person's heart, right? So we're going to start with you. And we've got romance. So this is clearly a romantic connection that you're asking about. And at least on your end, you have very romantic feelings for this person. And let's see. And on their end, we have victimhood. We also, on your side, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Oh man, you know what song just came to my head, which isn't this song? Happy Ending by Mika. Queen of Wands on their end, okay? So what weighs on their heart? The Queen of Wands. The 3 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords. Ooh, okay. For some of you, this person may have cheated on you, okay? That's not going to resonate for everybody. But it's interesting because of the song we have. We have Falling by Harry Styles, which there's a line where he talks about his wandering hands. And, but anyways, I am seeing that there's some kind of third influence here. It doesn't have to be a person, okay? It could be some kind of substance, or some kind of other addiction or issue or something like that. There's definitely something that's hurt this person a lot. I'm getting the sense that they've hurt you, though, more than anything. There's probably an argument that's happened between the two of you, okay, with the 5 of Swords. I'm starting on your person's side instead of your side, and I don't know why. I just naturally gravitated this way. I don't know why. I usually try to do you first. But of course, energies could be reversed. But with the Five of Swords, this is like somebody who walked away and hurt you really badly. For most of you, and they feel like crap about it, to be honest. They're not feeling good. It weighs on their heart. Whatever they've done to you, they stabbed their own self. You know what I mean? Honestly, I feel for many of you, this was their own fault. Whatever pain that they're going through, whatever is kind of weighing on their heart, I'm getting that sense that it was them. With the Queen of Wands here, I feel, okay, for many of you, perhaps, I'm getting a sense here that perhaps some of you were very open, kind, honest. This is the Queen of Wands. It doesn't mean you have to be a fire sign or someone has to be a fire sign per se. But when I think of, I'm an Aries, right? Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. And when I love hard. And I give with an open heart. And for some of you, it's like they knew that and they took advantage of it. And it hurts them because they knew they weren't right in some way. They knew that what they did hurt you. And for some of you, it might have felt like a stab in the back. And look at this guy, he's like angel wings on. And it's like, you might have even thought that this person was, for some of you might have idolized this person, or you really felt like they were something else or they were something special. And then they sort of revealed a totally different side of themselves, okay? Not to get too dark. This is what weighs on their heart. So, I mean, the nature of this reading is a bit dark, probably, for many of you. And we have victimhood. Oh, wow. For many of you, I'm really getting that sense that perhaps they've made you a victim in some way. You were the victim, and they know that. And they feel bad for it. Because we have, yeah, look at the little girl. She's like laying outside on the ground. For some of you, this person could feel like a victim in this situation, but I'm not getting the sense of that because I see, I don't know, the contrasting here is just, yeah, I'm not really sensing. I feel like it's more that they know that they've made you a victim of their pettiness, perhaps, of their anger, of their inability to perhaps open up in some way, or like I said, it could be that they tried to walk towards something else. But the heartbreak really, like I feel like they're heartbroken in some way. And again, I do get the sense for many of you it's because of their own actions. Now your side, let's get over to your side, which like I said, I kind of did this backwards. We have romance, like I said. And for many of you, this is a romantic partner. I feel like that's the majority of you. This is a romantic partner. It's somebody perhaps that you saw as somebody very, like I mentioned with this, it's like you might have saw them as somebody that was like, like even heaven sent in some way perhaps. Or it's like you really wanted this. I get that with the Nine of Cups too here. It's like this person perhaps fulfilled all your wishes in some way. They ticked off all the boxes. And it's like, wow. It's like, see how she's doing the dandelion. She's blowing a dandelion. It's like blowing wishes into the wind. It's like perhaps you wished for this person. And it weighs on your heart that, this isn't, that what has happened between you. Perhaps it's hurt you so bad you don't even know what to say. Perhaps some of you even feel traumatized with the Eight of Swords. Like completely bound up by your thoughts, not able to really think clearly. Again, with the Eight of Pentacles, you could have put a lot of effort into this person. This kind of reminds me of, I think it was pile number 1 that had the Eight of Pentacles as well. But, the Eight of Pentacles is about, seeing results. And it's like maybe you didn't get to see the results that you wanted to out of this. For many of you, you may have helped this person a lot, put a lot of effort into them as well. Or just have been very patient and hopeful for a better future. But now it's like there's just something that's really hurt you, I feel, in this connection. And it's kind of has you in your thoughts, in your feelings a lot. I feel like some of you still have some hope, though. With the Nine of Cups, there still could be some hope that this could get better. But you might drift between, like, the two. Like, one day you're hopeful, and the next day you're, like, in the pits. And you're like, no, this is never going to work out. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, with the Queen of Wands, I'm really getting the sense that this person, your person, feels like they really missed out on somebody who is very, sensual, sexy, loving, eager to help, eager to please. Like Those can be the very good signs of the fire signs. Like, you know, the good traits, I guess, of the fire signs. And like I said, you don't have to be a fire sign, but that could have been how they saw you. Perhaps you always were there to give them a good word. And now you're not there to kind of do that for them. Because they walked away in some way. So we have the song Falling by Harry Styles. Now, I do not know the lyrics to this song too well because I don't actually know this song very well. And I put it on there because someone, Darlene, I think it was, one of our people, she is my friend. She had suggested, well, she sent me the song, I think it was, and I saved it because I thought it was a nice song. But I haven't got to listen to it too much. So it says, I'm in my bed and you're not here. Here, I'm going to bring it up here so you guys can see. And there's no one to blame but the drink and my wandering hands. Forget what I said. It's not what I meant. Again, that Five of Swords. They could have said something that they didn't mean that really hurt your feelings. And they know that. And they feel bad about it. Again, it may not be cheating. It could have just been an argument that was really, you know, rough and rude. And I can't take it back. I can't unpack the baggage you left. What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again. I'm falling again. And it says, what if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? You said you cared and you miss me too, and I'm well aware I write too many songs about you, and the coffee's out at the Beechwood Cafe, and it kills me because I know we've run out of things we can say. And maybe that's that Eight of Swords. You don't even know what to say to this person anymore. Like, you don't even know what to do or say because of, like, what happened. For many of you, I'm sensing an argument of some kind or some kind of disagreement, or if it wasn't like a flat out, like, you know, verbal match or something, it was something that was, you know, hurtful. Yeah, and I get the feeling that you'll never need me again. Interesting. See, the one thing, with fire signs is that, you know, maybe you've already kind of like, they feel like you've moved on in some way, and that weighs on their heart, that you've already kind of put your sights elsewhere. Okay, so let's get out some charms and see what comes out there. Let us see. Oh, something fell down. Oh, there's a match. Oops, that's something never wants to sit right. I should have my husband remove the back on it, actually. Okay, we have the key. Let's see. Okay, so we've got two things that kind of talk about, whenever I see a key, first of all, I feel like you probably have the key to each other's heart in some way. It also reminds me of things that are locked up. You know what I mean? Things that can be locked or unlocked. Again, and then with that shell right next to it, does make me think of things that are kind of hidden in some way. Or haven't come to the surface yet. Because seashells get kind of like, you know, washed up onto the beach. So maybe there's things that are kind of waiting to be said. Or wanting to be said but haven't been said. With the moon here, I'm getting that intuitive connection between the two of you. You may dream about each other. Let's see what else. We have Aries here. So again, some could be Aries. We have Taurus. We have Libra. So it does look like it was a one-on-one connection. For some of you, this may have been like a long-term commitment, or you could have been hoping for that as an outcome. We also have Cancer, so that talks about the fourth house and the home, the roots. For some of you, you may have known this person for a long time. You may feel also just like that intuitive connection, like they feel like a soul family or something, or you know, you just knew like that they were meant to be in your life in some way. First and second house. So again, I do feel like a strong, probably physical attraction. Could have been impulsive, you know, an impulsive connection between the two of you. Let's see. One of you might have been more impulsive than the other. One could be stubborn. There could be some stubbornness too. Aries and Taurus are notorious for being stubborn. Oh, what do we have here? We have Virgo as well. So sixth house. Sixth house could be that you guys used to maybe even talk on a daily basis, or you guys were part of a daily routine. that could be living together. For some of you, could have lived with this person or saw them on a daily basis through work, or you spoke on a daily basis. Like maybe you guys were like this at one point, like you didn't go a day without talking to each other. With the mushroom here. Oh, I had some really good suggestions. This is new because my mom gave it to me. And I was kind of asking in the last reading what people kind of thought about it. And one mentioned like poisonous mushroom. So maybe there's something a little bit poisonous. We have best friends forever. So BFFs. So you guys went together like a hamburger and fries. Like you guys were, I really feel like you guys were like this, like really close. There was a spark here. But I'm wondering if it's been blown out for some of you. Or maybe there's still that spark. I do feel like that there's still that spark ignited though. Because this person still finds you very attractive. Is very attracted to you. And yeah, let me see. And then we have the question mark from Mario. So it does talk about you don't know what's going to pop out. For some of you, you might not know the future of this connection. You're still trying to figure it out. You don't know where it's going, where it's leading. You might still have questions about why everything happened the way that it happened. There could be things left unsaid. Okay, so I'm going to take some letters. And we'll see what comes out here with the letters. Okay, let's see what we've got. Bum, bum, bum. Oh wow, okay, we got... We've got tude, attitude. That's what it reminds me of, attitude. What is that movie? I always think attitude, attitude. It was like a Mary Kate and Ashley movie, I think. Oh my god, okay. I think it was like Passport to Paris or something. Or something. Oh wow, that's like, makes me feel old. Okay, cap. So cap makes me think of a hat, right? And so maybe things were left under the hat, or maybe someone likes to wear caps. But does make me think that maybe some things were left under the hat, hidden under the hat, like not like brought out to the light. We have due. So it could be that a talk is overdue, or you feel like you're due for a discussion with this person, or you didn't get your dues worth in some way. The effort that you put in, you didn't feel like you got it back. Okay, that could be a possibility as well. We have... Okay, hold on. Do we have that? I don't even remember how to spell Q. I'm blanking right now. Why am I blanking on that? We've got... let's see, we have... Ooh, we have Dota. That's like my favorite game. Well, one of my favorite games, other than Overwatch. Okay, let's see, we have... I'm having a hard time finding more words. I'm at a blank. So I might just stop here and let you guys figure out, if you see some initials or names here that, make sense to you. I'd love to hear about them in the comments if you do. But yeah, I really hope that this reading gave you some kind of insight. If it did, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you found any words, or, if you feel open to it. Even if you just chose this pile, I love hearing about it. And with that being said, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do that by going to my Etsy store and purchasing a reading, or you can... my Amazon wish list, I have 2 of those. Anybody who gets something off my wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. So doesn't matter how much you spend or whatever, it's just about the thought that counts. And yeah, just be sure to leave an email or an Instagram or something so I can get a hold of you in the gift note. And with that being said, let's see, what else did I want to say? That's about all. I really just wish you guys all the very, very best. I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love, okay? Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 4, this is your reading. This is Rainbow Moonstone. And I wanted to say something really quick in case you guys didn't hear the intro. I'm going to have a special reading. It's going to be $10 for a 1-question reading. And I'm only going to have a few in stock, but all proceeds are going to be going to like an organization of our choice. I'm going to do a poll and stuff once I get the money. And we'll find out where we could donate it to kind of help any, like right now, any like African American organization, I guess, that needs help. I just figured it might be a way in which we can, contribute together, and I can do what I can do to do that, you know. And yeah, so 100% of the proceeds will go to that. I'm not sure how fast they'll go, so check it out. Hopefully, you know, if you're interested in that deal, and you know you want to contribute in that way, it would be amazing. And hopefully it'll still be there. But yeah, with that being said, this is your reading. So what's going on in your heart, like what's weighing on your heart versus what's weighing on your person's heart. Okay, so we're going to start. And for your, what's weighing on your heart is we have awakening. Beautiful card. We have the Two of Cups, the Empress, and the High Priestess. So, wow. This is some heavy stuff on your end. We have wisdom, okay, on their end. So what's weighing on their heart? Their wisdom. Or wisdom about this. We'll see. I already have some thoughts here. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. And then your song for this pile is My Skin by Natalie Merchant. So you can definitely go check out the lyrics to that song if you want. I'll talk about them a little bit, probably. I always just think of fine winding tendrils that strangle the heart. Okay, so that's just the line that comes to my head right away from that song. So we have awakening. I'm really getting the sense that this person has awakened you in some way, perhaps to your spiritual side. Also, I'm getting this strong feeling of a draw between the two of you, that you just can't help it. Now I'm going to say one thing here, and this may not resonate with everybody, but for many of you, you could already be somebody's spouse, and this is another person. And that weighs on your heart because maybe perhaps you feel very connected to somebody that isn't who you're supposed to be with, or, you know, who you're supposed to be with. And I'm definitely seeing with the High Priestess, there could be a lot of secrets in this connection, okay? There could be things that you don't understand, that you're trying to understand. Again, with that awakening type of, you know, energy there, it's kind of matching with the High Priestess, trying to understand the greater meaning of things, trying to understand what's hidden behind the veil, trying to understand the purpose. Maybe some of you feel a past life connection with this person, you're trying to uncover it. Maybe you feel your soul calling to this person, and you just are trying to understand it. As I mentioned, with that Two of Cups, there's definitely this bond between the two of you that weighs on you, because I feel like in some way it's why is this weighing on you, right? These are all great cards. I mean, they're all good cards, but so I'm sensing that it weighs on you because for some reason you can't be together. Okay, there could be differences here, or some kind of issues that are holding you back from being able to be in this connection, is what I'm sensing more than anything. For some of you, let's see, what am I saying? Yeah, I'm just getting this like heavy intuitive sense. I didn't do this for the other piles, but I'm going to pull from this deck here. Wait, the timing is not quite right. So maybe the timing isn't right. Okay, because we do have the Empress, which is showing her, you know, growing, you know, something inside of her, right? The earth or something. So maybe this connection hasn't come to fruition yet. It hasn't been able to come out into the, perhaps the 3D, as they say. You know what I mean? Maybe it's only in your heart that you can feel this way, but it's not out there yet. And maybe with that moon, it's like you're waiting for things to come to fulfillment. In some way. So that could be weighing on your heart. Maybe you're not understanding how this is going to end. Okay. So that's definitely, that makes sense here with this. So I'm definitely sensing the fact that you guys can't be together in some way is really, it weighs on you. And it weighs on your heart very much, because I feel like you could feel very motherly towards this person, very caring, nurturing. Perhaps for some of you really just want to take care of this person, or they've awoken something in you, again, like with that awakening, that they touched something inside of you maybe that you never even experienced before, And it's so frustrating perhaps because you can't actually have it right now for some reason, for whatever reason. Now, on your person's end, we have wisdom. I'm feeling for some of you, this person might be feeling as if they missed a chance with you, or that they don't match up to you in some way as well. Because we have that Knight of Pentacles under the Empress. So it seems that you're much more, well, you're showing up as a major arcana, right? And they aren't. And they're showing up as a Knight as well, which is a younger energy than, for instance, a King. And that could just be a more immature energy, or just like a little less prepared, perhaps. You know what I mean? A little bit less far in life in some way. It's also can indicate somebody who's very slow moving. So perhaps this, well, sorry, I thought something was crawling on me. I think it was just my hair. I was like, oh my god. Okay, sorry. There also could be a sense of duty here with the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe this person feels that they have to do the right thing. When I think of, the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles too, it reminds me of Earth houses. And Earth houses are all about taking responsibility. You know what I mean? Depending on the sign, the houses could be it's the 2nd, 6th, and the 10th house. So again, there could be some kind of public reputation to uphold. There could be some kind of, some kind of daily routine type of thing. So it could be that you guys work together. It could be, there's just something that's impacting it. And I feel like there's some values here that could be in play that weigh on this person's heart. There was another pile, I think it was pile number 2, that was somewhat similar, but not exactly. Because they had the Hierophant showing up. Which, you know what I mean? It could be some of you chose that pile as well. But there's a sense of duality, or having to make like a choice, or having to balance something. And I'm just getting the sense of making the right choice. But the right choice isn't something that they want to do, because we have the 5 of Cups. So it's something, there can be regret and remorse here. Again, for some of you, this person might have acted too slow and you moved on. Okay? That could definitely be the case for some of you. And this hurts them because it's like they do sense a loss here. And they regret perhaps the way that they moved too slow, or that they didn't live up to, what they had hoped in terms of the connection. For some of you, this person could have even walked away, away from you for what they thought was a higher good. They might have thought it was a wise choice here, because we have wisdom, or doing the right thing, right? There could be a sense of, I need to do the right thing. Because that was the first thing that came to my head, which is weird when it's just, I guess, an intuitive pull, but I kept thinking of the 2nd house and values and morals and stuff like that. I would say that this person definitely does value you. And that could be why they're sad that you're not able to kind of come together in some way and make it work, right? Because this is what's sad. Oh my god, now I just noticed you have the 2 of Cups and they have the 2 of Pentacles. So again, there's some kind of inability perhaps to come together in some way, because this is what's weighing on your heart. Okay? So it's not like, it's describing something that is kind of a sad thing in a way to usually begin with, because something that weighs on your heart doesn't usually feel good. And yeah, I'm getting the sense that maybe you guys can't quite come together. When I see those pentacles too, it's like, well, it's her person, whatever the heck that is. But it's like they're separated in some way. But there's this duality here. This person could also have pushed some kind of physical separation between the 2 of you as well. Let me see here. Let's get some about your person. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So there could be some kind of balance. Maybe they weren't able to meet your expectations in some way, or they know that there is a lack of balance, that they couldn't give you what you needed, or that, and so that could be why, it's a wise choice perhaps to not, make a move as well. Sometimes with the Knight of Pentacles, it can be very slow, as I mentioned. And think twice about everything. Let me see. Any other messages here, Spirit? A abundance. You've done the work. Abundance flows to you now. There could be a focus on their own abundance that kind of made them miss out too for some of you. And there could be some regrets there, that maybe they were focused too much on other things than you. And you sort of, for some of you, they might think, they think of you as like a loss of some kind. You know, that they lost you. This could be, for some of you, it could be that this was a, you know, like I said, there are going to be different connections here, different types of relationships showing up. So we'll see what the charms say too. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up the lyrics to my skin. The lyrics of the song. Hold on. I cannot type today, I swear. I'm really bad. I'm like so off on my typing. It's embarrassing. Okay. So it says, so for some of you this might relate, some of you it might not. So it says, take a look at my body, look at my hands. There's so much here that I don't understand. Your face say these promises, whispered like prayers, I don't need them. Because I've been treated so wrong, I've been treated so long, as if I'm becoming untouchable. While content loves the silence, it thrives in the dark, with fine winding tendrils that strangle the heart. They say that promises sweeten the blow, but I don't need them. No, I don't need them. I've been treated so wrong, I've been treated so long, as if I'm becoming untouchable. I'm the slow-dying flower in the frost-killing hour, sweet turning sour and untouchable. And it says, I need the darkness, the sweetness, the sadness, the weakness. I need a lullaby, a kiss goodnight, an angel sweet love of my life. Oh, I need this. And it says, do you remember the way that you touched me before? All the trembling sweetness I loved and adored. Your face saying promises, whispered like prayers, I don't need them. And then at the end it says, kind of repeating it, it says, well, is it dark enough? Can you see me? Do you want me? Can you reach me? Oh, I'm leaving. You better shut your mouth and hold your breath and kiss me now and catch your death. Oh, I mean this. It's a good song. It's kind of a little bit sad, but it's not one of those ones I listen to when I'm in a good mood. That's for sure. It's one of those sad songs. But yeah, and that could be like, that song could relate to you in some way. Maybe there are certain lyrics that will relate, and like I said, it may not relate to everybody in this, but yeah, I'm just getting this sense that you really want things to come together. You want to understand the deeper meaning. And so that's what weighs on your heart. Maybe you're waiting for this to come to fruition. You just can't understand. Maybe with the High Priestess too, you can't quite understand this person. Maybe they don't speak up loud enough, or they're kind of secretive in some way, or not telling you everything that's kind of on their mind. It could be like, again, not understanding the direction. And with your person, again, I feel like they had to make some kind of decision that they felt was wise, or they're trying to keep it balanced, but they don't like it. Like they're just trying to keep things in check. Again, with that Knight of Pentacles versus Empress, there could be that sense of like that you were giving more than they were in some way, and they knew it and they feel bad about it. Oh, okay, I see it. I was like, what is that? I didn't recognize it. So we have Belle. So right away, getting that sense of perhaps, you know, someone who's very loyal and loving and strong. We have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. Marilyn Monroe. Oops. Sorry. Oh, we also have a high heel. So maybe some of you like shoes. Or you know, or there's that song, these boots are made for walking, that came to my head. Even those are high heels, but you know. Again, here we have there we have a musical note. It was stuck behind there. So maybe music means something to you guys. In particular, maybe you guys send each other songs, or you have certain songs that, you know, remind you of this person, or maybe you're getting song synchronicities. We have the mushroom. So this talks about leveling up. Perhaps this person kind of wanted to level up more in some way. Or, like for some of you, the ones that were maybe chasing abundance or something else. Or felt like maybe they weren't quite matching you in some way. It could be that they feel like they need to level up first. We have Taurus. And we have Wuthering Heights. So Taurus, again, there could be values here. There we go, second house right there. As I was mentioning that second house, it came out. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. There could be some values going on here. Money, again, focus on finances, Taurus and Venus. There This person could have been focused on their own needs and comforts as well. We have love and be loved. Perhaps one of you was loving a little bit more than the other, or putting more effort. We have that. Again, we keep getting this one in all the piles today. There's a lot of intuitive connections here, divinely guided stuff. We have the Mickey key and the heart. So maybe the key to the heart, but also, like I was saying, keys can kind of talk about things that are, you know, it can lock. A key can lock or unlock. So with the High Priestess there, I'm getting the sense that a lot of things are locked in this connection, like they haven't been fully opened yet. And that could be what weighs on your heart, because you know that the potential hasn't been lived yet in this connection. We have Daikon. So maybe there's a connection to Asia, right? That's I always think of Japan when I see this, but yeah. One thing I'm seeing too is it's a root vegetable. And then we have the tree, which has roots. So there could be strong roots between the two of you that you feel. You know, as if you guys are somehow entwined or intertwined or something like that. It could be that you guys have a lot of root, what is it? A past? I guess that's what I want to say, a past. Oh, and we have we have also the crab, which reminds me of Cancer, 4th house. So again, there could be a connection here. There could be some kind of family stuff involved too, guys. Some of you might have your own families, or someone might have their own family already. For some of you, okay? We have the heart with wings. So again, there's something about you that really made this. It could feel divinely sent, or like, you know, like angelic, like angels guided you together or something like that. And then we have Wuthering Heights. So there could be a bit of a tragedy here, a tragic romance. Maybe some of you like that book, that novel, or the movies. There are a bunch of versions, I think. But yeah, that's a really sad book. I remember reading it as a teenager, and I was like, this book sucks. It's got a bad ending. This is not happy. But it's actually pretty good. I want to actually reread this as an adult, because I always liked to read classics when I was younger. And this is one I haven't read in many years. So I remember it was a pretty tragic story. But yeah, some of you might feel like this is a bit of a tragedy in some way. Or you might relate to something, you know, in the novels or the story. I'm so going to read that book. I'm going to get it now. I might even have it upstairs somewhere. I'm going to get just a few more. Like 50 more. Sorry, guys. I have to cough. Oh my gosh, we have ours at the... Okay, let's see. So we have... We have rap. Maybe someone likes rap music. Let's see. I'm going to try to talk louder. I know I'm being kind of quiet. We have... Riga. That's a city. We have B. So busy bee. Maybe someone's like busy. Maybe you guys did things in a community together as well. That could be something. We have, let's see, pro. Professional. Pro. We have also, let's see, we have prom. So some of you, for some of you, this could be that you had some kind of prom connection. Who knows? Let's see, we have dog. Dog, okay, dogs remind me of loyalty, of friendship. You know, either of you could have a dog, but again, it speaks of friendship, of a bond, of a loyalty. We have RIP, so rest in peace. So maybe for some of you, it could feel like the connection's over. We have maybe. Okay, so it could be, again, this idea of not knowing how it's going to unfold. Like it's a maybe. Yes, maybe no. There could be some kind of maybe here. Do you know what I mean? To the connection. Like maybe if someone does this, this will happen. Or something like that. We also have I. So you guys could keep an eye on each other. Someone could have very beautiful eyes. They might think you have very beautiful eyes. You could think that they have very beautiful eyes. Now I just put rest in peace dog. Okay. I did not mean to do that. I didn't do that on purpose. We have lie. So maybe someone's lied in this connection, okay? Or not shared the full truth here with that High Priestess. That could be that you haven't fully spoken up, perhaps, in some ways, too. Maybe you've kept some things to yourself. We have... Sorry. Yeah, I'm probably going to stop now so that I don't take all your time. We have... Yeah. Mud. I don't... Mud. Maybe it's a messy connection with mud. Oh, wait, hold up. No, wait. Yes, we have it. We have Mary. Okay, somebody, again, this could be a confirmation for somebody that there's a marriage involved. Yeah. Yeah, we have married. Someone could be married here. Or maybe you guys were married to this person as well. It depends. Anyways, I'm going to stop here, guys. So, if you see any initials or something, or, you know, letters or words, you know, that you speak to, I would love to hear about them. Oh, I almost see the name Carol, but not quite. Okay, never mind. I always do that. I say I'm stopping, and then I'm like, wait, one more. One more thing. Okay, so if you guys would like to have a personal reading, you can always do that by going down in the description box below. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase a reading. And as well, I have my Amazon wish list. So anybody who gets something off my Amazon wish list always gets a reading as a thank you. But, you know, that's just an idea. If you want to do that, some people prefer to do it that way. And I don't mind because I think it's fun to get things. And I like to do something nice in return, so it works out. It doesn't matter how much you spend, too. Just be sure to leave an email or, you know, an Instagram so I can get a hold of you to actually set the reading up. But yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the very, very, very best. Good luck with your connection and good luck with everything else. If you're new, I'd love it if you subscribed and liked the video, you know. See you around again in the future. But yeah, take care of yourselves, guys, and sending you lots and lots of love. Bye-bye.